All right, we are back. Greetings and salutations. It's your boy D.Boom coming with some divine messages, like we always do. So this is divine masculine situation. I'm gonna do the head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant, and then I'm gonna just get straight with it. Um, got a few PSAs before I start. So, as you well know, January 2nd, 2022 starts season 5 of LLE.Ascension, and it's gonna be my book release date also. So, like I said, I've been working. It took 5 years to me to work to even get on YouTube. You know what I mean? And it's taken 5 years to really get this book together for you guys. So, um, I got different levels of the book. Like I got the divine package, I got the deluxe package, and I got like basic packages, or you can just get the deck, or you can just get the audio book. You know what I mean? Like it's March. March is definitely coming. I'm gonna start taking pre-orders next month. Like so, the third week of December, I'm gonna just start taking pre-orders. You should be expecting to get your books, your merch, music. If you get any music or anything, you should expect to get these things around the first, second week of January for those that's doing pre-orders in December. So, um, 5 years coming. You know what I mean? And with the immediate release of the book, like I say, I'm just gonna start working on this tour, so I can really get around the country and touch all the people that I need to touch. And then I'm gonna go to out of country and start touching people and stuff like that. So I just got all my little jabs and shit, so I finally can fucking travel and do a few things that I've been trying to do for a minute. So that's all I want to say. Let's get this spread out. The Iron Masculine situation. And indirect imagery. Oh my God, indirect energy or subconscious energy, or mystery madness, as I like to say. We got the Seven of Pentacles. That's the Rere card, RERE. In regards to the feminine, indirect, subconsciously, mystery madness, we got the Three of Cups. That's third parties or distractions. You, in regards to yourself, indirectly, subconscious, mystery madness, we got the Eight of Wands. That's communication or venting. Future, final row for the subconscious, indirect energy, masculine. We got the Knight of Pentacles. This is grooming. This has been playing a very key, crucial part the past couple months for you. So you directly come into the situation. You got the Nine of Cups. This is dreams come true, wishes granted, or miracles. This has been very prevalent in your energy, masculine. I would say the past month and a half, maybe. You, in regards to the feminine, directly, we got the Five of Pentacles. This is the dark night of the soul, or going without things. You, in regards to yourself, personally, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is the Khalees Bossy card, or a karmic feminine. We'll see what this is when we get to it. Final card in your message, we have the Ten of Swords, going to the future, you directly, death, or permanent enemy. Overall energy is fairly important. We have the King of Pentacles, which is the CEO or the owner card, or a karmic masculine. Bottom line, we have the Four of Wands, twin flame union, reunion, and recognition, or this deals with matters of home or the fourth, fifth dimension. Pick a clarifier for that too. Actually, didn't pick clarifiers for the overall bottom line. Okay. Let's get straight with it. Head, that's swords. Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology. That's the direction you're going. That's the decisions you make, and everything starts from here. Cups. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators of where you're going mentally, because the heart and mind must be aligned with everything that you do. Who rules the heart and mind department? The divine feminine. And you got the wands. Wands are things you're doing or things you've done. Not things you finna do because you ain't did it yet. What you've done and what you're doing has karma and accountability attached to it. What you finna do does not. Who's the king of wands? Divine masculine. You. You could tell. And you got pentacles. Pentacles are persons, places, and things. Shit you could taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All pentacles expire. All pentacles are temporary. And all pentacles have expiration dates. So we're kicking this off with the king of pentacles. Okay? This is a master manifester. This is an energy of a person that knows how to manifest whatever they want. You're talking pentacles. Because like I say, if you got enough pentacles in the world, you can pretty much buy whatever you want. You can't buy time. Sometimes you can't buy health, but anything basically other than that, they're pinnacles. You know what I mean? This is also ownership. Taking ownership in something, you being a CEO, that means you run a business. That means you created a risk to provide a service or products or staffing people in your community. And just like CEOs, you ain't got to be at work, right, to be held accountable for things. Some shit can happen at your shop that you ain't even there for, or one of your bosses, the Queen of Pentacles, which is under this, you got a boss under you or a soup under you or somebody that runs things for you. They can fuck your money up. They can fuck your bread up. They can fuck your business up. You know what I mean? But since you're the CEO, it's all going to fall down on you. Clarifying that, we got the Two of Wands. This is a job. Okay? Two of Wands is making ends meet. Two of Wands is survival. Two of Wands just happens to be your role too, divine, masculine. Now your role is just to support, to hold down, like balloon strings. So as a man, it's your job to be the provider. You know, even if your woman is the provider of the family, the breadwinner of your family, it's your job to support her, support your number one supporter, which is wifey. You know what I mean? You a bodyguard. All right, it's your job to protect the person. Make sure you protect them at all costs. They are like the owner. You might be a boss, but the owner has more control or has more say-so at what you're doing. So overall energy, when it comes to your role, masculine, you're going to have to take ownership in your role in things. So your role in your home. You see your children is kind of strained due to lack of guidance or whatever you giving or what you're not giving. You know what I mean? You're going to have to take accountability to your children. It doesn't make sense you making all this money and you thinking money just going to solve anything. Nah, you got to put the time in with your children. He could be a she could be a he. You know how we rocking because there's a lot of divine feminine women out here. This is your job. Something happens at one of your sites with your job, and you want to blame it on a person that's under you. Nah, it falls on you. It might not been your fault. This lawsuit might not have been your fault. Certain precautions weren't taken into consideration. Thus, it fucking your money up. But that's what happens when you are the owner. Responsibility falls on you. You are the person that they come talk to. Bottom line, we got the Four of Wands. This is twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. So in regards to this, all right, masculines, now's the time to start taking responsibility in your twin flame situation. If you wasn't there, okay, admit that and be there. Your job is to support your divine feminine, not financially. I don't see pentacles here. The support that you're giving, it's just being there. Emotional support, moral support. It's like a person in your family is going to court. This is you showing up in numbers or getting other people to show up in numbers for their cause. It ain't your cause, but you supporting somebody else or using your connections or your pinnacles to help somebody else. You dig? When it comes to your twin flame situation, masculine. I'm telling you, your divine feminine usually probably puts you on what's going on. You know, I'm not speaking to twins who probably been in a demo and only known their twins for 2 years or less. I'm not talking to y'all. Y'all still in the recognition phase. Y'all still in the honeymoon phase of this situation. I'm talking to vets, veteran divine masculines who's been hearing this whole twin flame lingo for over, like, I want to say 3 to 10 plus years. Okay, you can't play Ray Charles. You can't say you don't know. You can't say it's nothing you can do. That's bullshit. The best thing you can do in your twin flame situation is be in your twin flame situation. It doesn't have to be romantic. It doesn't have to be sexual. You can just fuck with your twin as a friend and support them as a friend. You support your other friends. Okay, support your divine friend. Maybe you putting too much work and putting too much supporting karmics or people that you shouldn't even be around. Why don't you support a good cause for 1 second? Why don't you hop on something divine one time? Bring it on home. Clarifying that, you got the King of Swords. That's God. So once again, if you don't bring your ass home, God gonna bring your ass home. And when God brings your ass home, I'm telling you, when God do shit, your shit for you, whatever happens ain't gonna be to your liking. It's gonna be what you need more so than what you wanted. Nothing in this world free. Everything takes Two of Wands, work. Owners know this. People that's accountable know this shit. It ain't just earthly accountability. You got divine accountability. Probably shit you didn't want to touch. Probably shit you ain't even, that you was probably tap dancing and stepping around. But guess what? Every rooster comes home to roost, bruh. It's the reason why God put this whole twin flame thing in your life, and it's benefited you. Having your divine feminine in your life has benefited you. I'm not speaking just because I'm a divine feminine. Having my divine masculine in my life has benefited me. It goes both ways. You understand what I'm saying? But like I say, what's not finna happen is you not finna be on your divine accountability. God gonna make sure that happens. Might happen through a dream come true miracle or a wish granted to kind of get you on home, or the worst shit, Ten of Swords, death or a permanent ending for you to wake the fuck up. This is also the fourth and fifth dimension, just a level of ascension you need to be in. We'll get to that in a second. Coming to this thing, masculine. You got the Seven of Pentacles. This is the Re card, R-E-R-E. This is relocating, removing yourself from a situation, or removing someone or someplace or something out of your equation. This is reanalyzing shit, reconnecting dots, reuniting, reversing a move, reneging on something, rehashing on something, relapsing on something, returning to something. Whatever it is a R-E-R-E. You're going to have to do about 7 of them to what? Get your life back on track. What's the life? That's the step after this. The Eight of Pentacles. That's the life card in my deck. And what's a life? That's shoes on your feet, clothes on your back, comfortable bed you sleeping on. That's the pentacles you got in your life. Your car, your crib, or whatever 4 walls you call in your shelter. And going back to the bottom line, if this deals with your home aspect, then there's some shit in your home that you need to rearrange. Probably the person you got in your home. Probably the people you allowing in your home. You understand what I'm saying? What I want masculines to do is, we talking about the feminines that's on they shit. We ain't talking about to the divine masculines who are aware and they feminine ain't on a damn thing. We ain't talking about y'all. Unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the feminines that's been working in a twin flame demo. Hey, compare your divine feminine to any friend you got around. Compare your divine feminine to any family you got around. To any business things you doing. Whatever your feminine doing, I'm sure it's more divine. However your feminine supports you, I'm sure it's more than the next person. Your divine feminine supports you better than most family members. Your divine feminine supports you better than any friend you have. The way, the direction they want you to go, the shit that they exposing you to or putting in your life, you know what I'm saying? What they're trying to put in to you far seeds is way more beneficial than anything one of your friends, family, or fake ass people that fuck around you could do. Everybody chasing money. Everybody chasing bags. Motherfuckers will show you a quick, easy way, a quick scheming way for you to get some bread, but what the fuck your feminine talking about? Working for yours. It's part of your job to work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you white masculines hate working. I don't know what the fuck that is, but you can't get around this shit. That's something you're gonna have to own up to. And it ain't just work in the world, it's work in Zion, 4th, 5th dimension, heaven, Havana, that you gotta do too. Really reanalyze who your divine feminine is in your life. Like real shit. It shouldn't take a rocket scientist to really compare your feminine to your friend. Look how your friends treat you. Look how your feminine treats you. Look how your friends talk about you. Look how your feminine talk about you. Look at the support you're getting from family. Look at the support you're getting from your feminine. Look at the shit the people around you got you doing. Look at the shit that your feminine tries to get you to do that you don't do at all. You're gonna have to rearrange some shit, buddy. Probably the people and the place you at in life. That's just indirectly. That's your mystery madness. You directly come into the situation, you got the 9 of Cups, which is dreams come true, wishes granted, or a miracle. Since you've met your divine feminine, miracles have happened. Since you've met your divine feminine, wishes have come true. You know what I'm saying? Shit that you dreamed about has come into fruition. You know why miracles have to happen, dreams have to come true, wishes have to get granted. So you know that God is real. And God is clarifying the 4 of Wands, twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. That is the bottom line here. God brought this shit together for a reason. And when you start fucking with this energy here, this start happening more and more and more. See, what's happening is, it's like, if the divine feminine is truly doing her job with you, divine masculine, you look better. You think wiser. You ain't for the bullshit that you was on prior to you meeting your divine feminine. Really look at who the fuck you were, what the fuck you was doing, how the fuck you was feeling, how the fuck people were treating you prior to your feminine coming into your life. Now look at this very moment and really analyze what has happened since your divine feminine has entered your life. What has changed since your divine feminine has entered your life? What has evolved about you since your divine feminine been around? Take that shit, note that shit, and move forward positively with that shit. You can't blame your divine feminine for nothing. What, she loved you too much? What, she included you in too much? What, she's looking out for you too much? Like, that's not bad things. A person that's looking out for you all the fucking time. A person that always wants your best interest at heart. A person that ain't doing nothing but trying to evolve you and change you into a better person, not a different person, not changing you to a person for them. Fuck no. Work. A lot of work has happened. A lot of work your feminine did on you. And it's starting to bless your life. It's starting to bless your whole little shit. Now, back to the masculines who feminines ain't on a damn thing. Okay, your feminine really ain't did shit, but since you've been in this Four of Wands, Twin Flame union, reunion, or recognition, since this Twin Flame shit has even came, how powerful are you? You way more powerful than you was before you even found out about this Twin Flame shit, right? You got more shit going on now than you did prior to this Twin Flame shit going on, right? So even if it ain't your feminine working, God working on your behalf. And if God works on your feminine when your feminine ain't doing shit, best believe God gonna work on your ass when you ain't doing shit. Moving on. We got Three of Cups. This is you directly in regards to indirectly. I just took my second jab today, and like real shit, it's tweaking me the fuck out. Like, tweaking me the fuck out. That's why I'm doing readings and shit, because if I'm stuttering a little bit too much mind-wise, then I know it's some bullshit going on. But I already know it's some bullshit going on, and I don't need people telling me what the fuck I just took. I know what the fuck I took. I took it because I had to. I mean, I work, so I can't do this in my region if I don't get the shit. It ain't like I got it because I supported her, and this shit will never happen again. But I, do feel like a fucking guinea pig. Like, I do feel goofy. Every time it's the second shot. Like, when I got the first one, I felt stupid. Getting this one, it's just feel more goofy. But anyway, third parties. All right. This is you indirectly or your mystery madness, right? Or subconsciously in regards to the feminine energy. All right. We got third parties or distractions. When it comes to your divine feminine masculine, you just distracted. Using me as an example. My masculine uses the fact that I'm not pinnacle evolved as it being a problem. It's like, man, I changed lives doing what I'm doing. I'm known around the world doing what I'm doing. I have clients all around the world that you get to fuck with and get perks with and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done a lot since I've been on this little twin flame journey. The powers that I picked up is crazy. I'm not the same person you met. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker you're looking at is a completely different soul, a completely different person. It's a lot of good that's happened since I found this path, right? I found my path, I found my purpose. I'm doing God's will like all day, every day. Like, that's all I'm about. I'm a path over person type nigga. Like, when master met me, I was paper chasing. I was trying to come up. I was trying to blow up. I was trying to be rapper extraordinaire. I was trying to sign to a motherfucking label, a system. These same systems I don't fuck with today. The shit that I was interested in, the shit that I was on, my whole mentality. You know what I'm saying? Was just fucked up prior to me getting on this journey, right? Since I've been on it, I've just stayed focused on it. Like, this is all I fuck with. I only fuck with the fourth, fifth dimension and beyond. I only fuck with divinity. I only care about ascension. I don't give a fuck about the world like that. I ain't into what the fuck people into. Socializing, kicking it, clubbing. Like, that shit dead. I've been on this shit for 5 years. For 5 straight years. I've been on monk status. All about path and purpose. That's it. And let me tell you something. Three of Wands is evolution, path, or purpose. Find that shit. You know what I'm saying? You lost in the world, you wouldn't be lost if you found your path and your purpose. You losing in life, you wouldn't be losing if you found your path and your purpose. How can you lose serving God? How can you lose helping other people? Pinnacle-wise, you might not be benefiting from shit, but purpose-wise, wands-wise, actions and behavior-wise, you changing a lot of actions. You modifying a lot of behavior. You doing a lot of work that a lot of people putting on the shelf like it don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Distractions. One thing I am not is distracted anymore with the next step off this card, which is to be the Four Cups. That's the world. What's the world? It's a temporary space and time where all things expire. And the world is full of fucking distractions and third parties. Can't no person bring me to God. I bring myself to God. Can't no person tell me what my path of purpose is. I define my path and purpose. Can't nobody really tell me who my twin flame is. This is shit that I find out myself. And it's the same shit I tell my clients. If you coming to me to tell you what your path and purpose is, you learn by doing. What are wants? Actions and behavior. Things you've done or things you're doing, not things you finna do. I know a lot of people trying to find a motherfucking path and purpose. Finna find a path and purpose. I know a lot of people trying to do a lot of shit, but they ain't doing nothing. You learn by doing. If you was doing shit, you'll be learning shit. If you ain't learning shit, you ain't doing nothing. If you ain't doing nothing, you ain't working. And there's karma to a divine person who doesn't work, who ain't on path and purpose. Like I say, path, purpose saves a shitload of drama. You wouldn't have third parties entering your life if you was on path and purpose. By being on path and purpose, you get gifts. You get powers. You'll be able to spot a good person a mile away. You'll be able to spot a fucking bastard or a motherfucking devil before they even enter your fucking cipher. But you know what third parties are good for? Distractions. It's like a velociraptor. You know, you'll see one wolf, you'll see one raptor, but in reality, that one wolf or that one raptor is taking your ass off the basically the mental recognition that these motherfuckers travel in packs. Velociraptor travels in packs. Wolves travel in packs. Coyotes travel in packs. You see a wild dog, that bitch travel in packs. You see one, but it's many of them. Like roaches. You see one, it's a million of them motherfuckers. You see one rat, it's a million of them motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you might point out one fact or one fault in your divine feminine, but that just gonna take away of everything that she or he doing, because he could be a she could be a he. You know, I'll be rocking. So my masculine for the past 10 years has used me not being financially secure as I'm wasting my time. As this twin flame shit ain't got me nowhere. As this whole path and purpose ain't get me nowhere. I've been hearing that shit for 10 motherfucking years, but you know what's changed in 10 years? It's 10 years. I'm talking to my masculine a lot. A lot of shit is coming full circle to this guy. He's starting to understand that these 10 years ain't been a waste. Not for me. That these 10 years ain't been a waste. Not for him. He's seen the change. He's seen the difference. It took him 10 fucking years to figure this shit out. But I figured it was going to come anytime soon. I figured at least 7 years, but nah, here it is at 10. Full circle. He told me, man, you see how time fly? But ain't nothing changed with our age. I'm like, a lot has changed. A lot has changed. I ain't that 25-year-old kid that you met, motherfucker. Like, I'm 34 now, fam. I'm on some whole other shit. And you ain't that goofy old man that I stumbled upon. Like, you turned into a better person. A whole healthier, wiser, smarter, divine person. And that's what twin flame situations are built for the masculine and the feminine to become their best self. That's what this shit is for. That's what this Four of Wands is for you two to become the best versions of yourself. Not to have a die-hard rock star love story. That's only in movies. That shit ain't real. That's only on TV. That shit ain't real. This ain't of the world. Divine demos ain't of the world. Twin flame situations aren't like worldly relationships or worldly scenarios. That's all that karmic shit that you see from these so-called divine-ass psychics. That's the shit that they kick, and that's not what it is. Distractions. I'm asking something distracted by little shit, dumb shit, shit that don't even matter. Now here it is, a time to focus on what matter and disregard what doesn't, and it's like he's kicking the fuck in. He sees it now. Better late than never. And if you going off a time period in your twin flame situation, you just setting yourself up to hurt yourself. If you banking on this shit falling the way you want it, you just gonna hurt yourself. This shit is built how God wants it to be. You don't predict divine timing. You can't go off divine timing. Oh, I got some money coming in. I'm gonna hope that God bless me with it. Nah, the verdict is already gonna happen off your actions. You gotta do wands to create pinnacles. Pinnacles don't fall out from the fucking sky. God don't rain literal pennies from heaven, nigga. You pray for a house. God ain't gonna send you no damn house. He gonna throw some bricks for you to build that motherfucker. Cause like I say, you gotta do wands to get pinnacles. And a lot of people thinking God is just a pinnacle placer. Nah, the devil is. Nah, third party systems are. A third party bank loan person to get your ass money before God to give it to you for your ass to be in the worst jam that you was in before. You go to people to get fucking pinnacles. You go to places to get pinnacles. You go to things or put things in your motherfucking equation for other pinnacles to happen. But divines, the way divines manifest shit, we have to work. And you've seen all the work that your feminine put in to you, to this. You can't deny it anymore. Probably because time has went by so long that whatever third party or whatever excuse or whatever distraction you had just isn't valid anymore. You directly when it comes to your divine feminine. We got the Five of Pentacles. This is the Dark Night of the Soul. This is basically going without your divine feminine. You don't really know what you got till it's gone. My twin flame's a guy. I'm a guy. This isn't sexual, romantic, or anything. So I'm gonna be fucking with this nigga till he don't remember me no more. 30-year gap with us. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in his life until he don't even remember who I am and why I'm in his life in the motherfucking first place. You dig what I'm saying? But I do feel for male-female twins. Or male-male, female-female twin flames who are sexually and romantically involved. This shit is way much harder. The toll is way much bigger. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not writing off the pain, the suffering, the hurt. I'm not taking that away from nothing. But like I said, it's rules to this twin flame shit. Rule number one, it's optional. This shit is optional. On your behalf, feminine, or on your masculine's behalf. So this shit can happen or not. Two, you two had your own fucking lives, separate lives before you two met. It's gonna take time for your two separate fucking lives to gel together like this. I call that the Ten of Pentacles, the twin flame fusion chamber. Nothing you gotta really take into consideration. Like I say, this so-called spiritual community is bullshit. 70% of the world are karmic. Then you got the 28% who are divine. Then you got the 1-2% who can fall in any category. You're gonna meet more false prophets than real prophets. You're gonna meet more bullshit psychics than actual psychics. You're gonna sift through a lot of bullshit before you get to the good shit. That don't help nothing either. This community being as fucked up it is. All this miscommunication and misinformation that's going on around this motherfucker. You see it. Psychics talk more about what the fuck who your karmic who your masculine fucking with, dealing with, the karma. Like all you hear about is your masculine's karmic. You don't never hear shit about the feminine's fucking karmic. You don't never hear shit about the feminine's karmic. Like who the fuck mandates these readings? Look at my title. Look at everybody else. What you see is what you get. Same nigga you see here right here is the same nigga you're gonna see offline. It's too much fake shit. It's too much vibes. Too much energy that goes into the shit. People set more scenes than correct scenes around here. People telling beautiful like fucking lies and ugly truth around this bitch. So yeah, it ain't just masculines being like less aware and trying to figure this shit out, and that's hurting the cause. Nah, this fuck ass community is hurting the cause. These so-called divine feminines who really ain't divine feminines at all that masculines are looking at are fucking the game up. Real divine feminines who really out here working, who really original, who really saying something. Dark Night of Soul, but like I say, you're gonna go without the real. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I came online 5 years ago. Because it was a big void in realism. Shouts out to Hip Hop Tarot, who ain't around no more. She kept it fucking real. She wasn't jigging. She wasn't with this fake ass shit these dumbass psychics be on and shit. She was the realest out here. Shout out No Fucks Giving Crew, man. No Fucks Giving Crew Tarot, man. She ain't doing videos no more, man. Because like I said, this shit can get hard for real people. This shit hard for me. But given how my parameters are set up, it ain't that hard. You know what I mean? But shout out to the world people who I used to watch that ain't around no more. Y'all Alchemy. Gang and the guy still doing her thing, but like I said, she's too raw for her subs and her views to be too low. I'm too cold for my subs and my views to be too low. But you know what? That's the game. That's the game. Oh, she ain't got no views. She ain't got no subs. She ain't got no followers. I bet she got a good clientele network in this world that y'all motherfuckers wish y'all had. I charge people $50 a reading when you ain't catching specials. Life coaching is $100, still cheap. If you ain't catching my specials, but it's people that's got more views, more subs, so-called doing more than me, can't even get an $8 reading popping. It's quality over quantity. You can have all the numbers in the motherfucking world, but the quality is shitty. It ain't worth nobody time, energy, and resources. Going back to the Three of Cups, the world, they slow. You give the world a Bible, they ain't gonna read that shit. It ain't got no pictures in it. It's boring. You get these niggas an audio book with a coloring book attached to it, and shorten the Bible into like, I don't know, 80 pages. It'd be shit. Everybody will read the motherfucking Bible. Motherfuckers don't want to put in no work. Not mental work, not spiritual work, not none of that shit, man. People just trying to manifest pinnacles, and you can tell. That's another reason why your feminine gone. Cause she just ain't with that fuck shit that you was on. You know. Told you, now you masculines had a problem working. Your feminine is a worker. Of course it ain't gonna gel. Your feminine is ascending and growing and evolving. You want to stay where you at. Not all, but most of y'all. Y'all want to stay where y'all at. Y'all don't want to step into the light. Y'all want to stay in the background. Y'all don't want to go in the fourth and fifth dimension, Zion, the real motherfucking world. Nah, y'all niggas want to kick it in the matrix. That's why your feminine ain't with you. Another reason why a lot of feminists left their motherfucking masters because they waited and waited and waited. They worked and worked and worked. They hoped and prayed and hoped. Their life is blessed. They have evolved. They're grown. We've ascended. It's like, hey, purpose over person. It gets to that. This divine life is a lonely one. You see all these little fucking readings on YouTube. Oh, it's lonely for the life of a chosen one. Yeah, it's a lonely life for a divine. Because 70% of the world is fucking karmic, and we ain't one of them. We ain't into what they into. We ain't on what they on. You feel me? So of course it's alone. You ain't lonely though. You in a class by yourself. So you really going without your man, your number one support, your divine feminine. You really going without the physical presence of the person who admires you the most. You really going without the physical person of the person who wanted the best for you, who always treated you good. You can't find another fucking friend, family, or mate like your divine feminine. And you can tell from going without it. Or him, because he could be a she could be a he, you know, I'll be rocking. Going into your energy and your mystery, madness, and direct energy, you got the Eight of Wands. Talk, speak, communicate. There's a lot of shit you want to say. There's a lot of shit you should have said. Even if you ain't got nothing to say, just vent, just talk. This is the current energy my masculine on. My masculine just been talking lately. I just been listening. The shit that he's saying is shit that should have been said. You know, but since shit is coming around full circle, like I said, since time has passed, since I'm not physically around anymore, all we can do is talk. And this is a good starter pack. Communications is a good starter pack. And guess what? Communication is 80% nonverbal. 20% of the time you're talking. 80% of the time you're doing. And if you're doing more talking than doing actions, then shit, you ain't no shit. You're doing a lot of talking, masculine. But now you're starting to see what you need to do and what you ain't been doing. And that's what's getting done. So you really ain't talking at all. You doing shit. You venting. Saying something is saying something. But even when you're not saying something, that's saying something too. A lot of masters are saying shit that they should have been said. I want you as a friend. I don't want you. I like things how they are. I think sex, I think romance is gonna fuck shit up. I think I'm gonna lose my best friend coming at you like that. None of my relationships fucking last. So why would I get a relationship with you? I'd rather have our friendship last than for us to try something else and fuck up what we got. It's probably how your masculine coming at shit. A lot of masculines are like I said. You the only one they can talk to, feminine. Like shit my masculine tells me is the only person he can tell is me. Motherfucking Alicia Keys. I'm his diary, motherfucker. That's all I can be. I ain't physically around no more. But I will be your secret. I mean, I could be your diary. I can keep your secrets. You ain't gotta worry about me spreading your business. I know I got a channel. I ain't finna tell everybody. He think I'm gonna tell y'all every. That's why it took him long to really talk to me, cause he figured since I had this channel and since he be catching it sometimes that everything he tell me I'm gonna tell y'all. Nah, I ain't gonna tell y'all everything he tells me, and everything we do. I can't tell y'all all that shit. Now, if it's like breakthrough shit, I don't know. Like if we physically or romantically or sexually on some shit, I'm gonna have to really, acknowledge that. That's something I cannot not tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I told y'all if it ever happened, I'm gonna let y'all know. But like personal shit, communication. That's all we can do. And he's doing that more, which is good. It's better than less. But a lot of masculines are talking. But they ain't just talking, they doing. And a lot of masculines are making up for lost time. You directly, when it comes to yourself, you got a Queen of Pentacles you need to deal with. This is the energy of a boss. This is the Khalees Bossy card. And what I mean by the Khalees Bossy card, just watch the music video Bossy by Khalees. Watch any music video by Khalees. Milkshake, Get Along With You, Caught Out There. It's an energy. Khalees is a fucking energy. That's why I got her as the Queen of Pentacles. This is a chick that takes no shit. This is a chick that ain't scared to say what the fuck she needs to say. She ain't scared to scream. She ain't finna tone her fucking self down or mute herself or dilute herself for your ass. Like, fuck no. This is being you unapologetically. Now, on a flip side, this could be a karmic feminine. Let's see what the fuck this is. We got the Five of Wands. And fucking, I'm gonna pick another card. The Ace of Cups. Five of Wands is separation or outside conflict. Four of Wands is twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. Then the step after twin flame union, reunion, and recognition is surely separation. And like I say, separation is the glue that keeps you two together. I mean, how is you gonna reunite if you ain't separated? How are you even gonna unite from recognition if you ain't separated? Reason why you separate and come back together is trial and error. And like I say, you learn by doing. This twin flame situation is represented by four fucking wands. That's shit you doing. It ain't represented by four pentacles. It ain't represented by four cups, how you feeling. It ain't represented by four swords. That's thoughts, decisions, directions. No, actions. Actions and behavior makes a divine, masculine or feminine. Actions and behavior create twin flame reunion recognition and shit like that. Like, how do you even get to the fourth, fifth dimension? How do you even get up? How do you even ascend? It takes work. Masculine, you in regards to yourself, it's a karmic feminine that you've been dealing with for a minute, and you finally separating yourself from this karmic feminine. Why? Because you can do bad all by yourself. This is your heart. This karmic feminine just walks all over your heart, just shits all over your heart, doesn't appreciate shit that your heart giving out. You've been separating yourself a lot from your divine feminine because of this karmic feminine. But you see your feminine just removed herself out of your space to where now you stuck with your karma. Like I say, you compare this karmic feminine to your divine feminine. You'll see the difference. And if you got like a situation like mine, just compare your friends, current friends, your so-called friends to your true friends. Talk about masculine all the time, man. I might talk my shit, bro, but I beef you up. I praise you, bro. Every time I speak about you, it's in a good manner. I lift you up. I ain't online shitting on you like most of these feminists be shitting on they masculine. Nah, I point out mistakes too. Cause I'm a human being just like y'all. So who am I to be sitting on some type of ivory tower looking down on any fucking body? And if anything, LLE.Ascension, like we gonna go up together. We gonna grow together. We gonna learn together. I'm probably the only motherfucker out here putting accountability on the divine feminine around this bitch, and I'm a divine feminine, so. But yeah, there's a lot of shit that you don't get, you know. But yeah, I just see a lot of energies of your feminine left you the fuck alone for you to see who really in your corner, who really fuck with you, who really holding you the fuck down, and you starting to see who really was there and who wasn't. Who's around ain't really there. Feminine gone, but like I said, it's like her time is past. Y'all cycle is complete. Especially you veteran psychics, veteran divines who've been in this shit for a minute. But closing this out, going to the future indirectly, subconsciously, mystery madness, you got the Knight of Pentacles. This is grooming. Your grooming played a large role in how you dealt with your feminine. You was told to run from good things. That love makes you weak or gets you killed. And you really love your divine feminine. Thus, she really made you weak. Or you really bought into that shit. When in reality, she made you strong. You know, if it seems too good to be true, it ain't. Or you bought into that way of understanding and look what it cost you. Your best friend. Person that was in your corner the most. And that's what karmics do. Like I said, they isolate you away from the people who matter. One thing I see with my divine masculines, karmics, my twin's like my father, right? I'm like his son. My twin has no children. So it's good that he has a son. Never had a fucking father. It's good that I have one now. But what trips me out with his karmics is why the fuck they keep, like, they tell him for him to stay the fuck away from me. Like, I got influence. Like, shorty, you the one with the box. You got the snapback. Pussy is gonna have way more influence. Pussy go way farther than dick. There ain't shit I can tell my master that's gonna sway him more than what the fuck his karma can sway him to do with that box that she got. But he's starting to see pinnacles. The box is a pinnacle thing. It's a pinnacle. It's a portal that creates life and shit. Some shit that niggas ain't on. Niggas got black holes, women got portals and shit. But even that portal ain't gonna save your marriage. Kids don't save relationships. How the shit that made the kid gonna save it? You know what I mean? Like, sex makes shit better. But that's not what love and shit is about. Because eventually you two gonna get old and where she goes through menopause and you gonna have ED, brother. Sex is not gonna be the same. So if you banking off physical shit or been banking off physical shit, that equates to love and masculines. A lot of y'all are hitting a brick wall with that. You start to see that love and sex are two completely different things. You know what I'm saying? Love don't just come from genitals. Love comes from the fucking heart. Because you see the way this karmic tramples all over your fucking heart. And you see how your divine feminine dance circles trying not to affect you in a way that these other people affect you. And you seeing the difference. But more mentally what you seeing going into the future is Shokumi. You know, by you not having your mom there, it made you not appreciate a good woman in front of your face. By you not having your father around, it did kind of make you a bad father too. Like you did repeat that fucking process. You know what I'm saying? From being broke your whole fucking life, it's got you in this rat race of chasing money when you need to evolve past that shit. From the shortcomings you had as a child, as a teenager, as an earlier adult, or the things that happened to you, like your shortcomings, allowing your fucking shortcomings to cut you short on blessings and miracles and wishes granted and dreams come true that could be happening right now. It's a lot that got you with your brother. You ain't a kid no more. The way bitches was in your 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s masculine is completely different how women is in your 50s, 60s going to the future. Type of hoes they used to talk about your ass in high school and shit who didn't want to deal with your ass, giving your shortcomings and shit. They probably ugly as hell now. And you probably look better than the bitches in high school that you was trying to holler at and kick it with. Like, whatever this is, you were groomed that way. But one thing about grooming, you can change your grooming. How do you change the way you groom? It's the groomer. I find somebody that's gonna love you the right way, treat you the right way, respect you, admire you. All things your feminine was doing, but let's just say your feminine is wipe their hands with your ass, and you really ass the fuck out now. It's just a lesson we learned because final card in this message, permanent endings do happen. Now, twin flame situations don't permanently end. The only time this come out in a twin flame demo is if either one of you die. But even if one of you die, y'all still here. My twin passed, he's still gonna be around because I'm here. I passed, I'm still gonna be around because my twin here. Death can't even, this is death. Something you register. Death can't even break a twin flame bond. You understand what I'm saying? But this is a permanent ending. It's like a divorce. You can divorce your ex-wife and get back with your ex-wife. But guess what? Shit ain't gonna be the same. That's what's happening with a lot of you masculines. Y'all probably get back in cahoots talking with your feminine and shit, but you feel a difference because, nigga, it is a difference. You can't turn back time, man. I'm telling you, time is the only shit you can't buy back. Time tells with everything. And you learn exactly what time is. But guess what? Time is infinite in the fourth or fifth dimension. You heard me? Hey, go home. Go home. That's the message I got. I hope I could be a good use. Stay tuned for the feminist reading coming up next. 1.